Lapeer Area Chamber of Commerce, and I just want to welcome all of you to the 40th Annual Citizen of the Year Awards. And before we get started with the program, I'm going to ask Pastor Andrew Cook from Faith Christian Family Church to come up and say our opening prayer.
Let's pray. Father God, we come before you tonight, and we acknowledge you as we come together to honor some remarkable people in our community. Lord, people that I believe live out on a daily basis what it means to love their neighbors. Lord, I pray that you be with each nominee, the adults and the students. Lord, that we would follow after their example. We pray that you protect them, bless them and their families on this special night. Be with us. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, that was my speech. I'm done. Now I'll have the mayor come up. First of all, I want to thank our gracious host and our major sponsor, Brad Keese, General Manager of Devil's Ridge Golf Club, his amazing staff, Abby Spitzer, she is the Food and Beverage Director, their support and being able to allow us to be here. This is our second year here, and it's just such a beautiful location. We just can't be thankful and express our gratitude. Brad, to you and your staff, it's just wonderful that you have welcomed us here. And also to Health Alliance Plan, Lakestone Bank and Trust for their sponsorship. And then my co-host, MC, and partner in crime for the last 12 years of doing this, Mayor William Sprague. And we also have Lapeer High School Chief Academic Officers Doug Lindsay and Shad Spilsky, also who will be speaking this evening. So I want to thank them for being here and supporting us, and all the teachers and the counselors and the staff that have taken the time to recognize these great students and to turn these their nominations into us and make it possible for them to be here as well. It takes time out of everybody's busy day, so we're just grateful for all the support we get from everybody involved. I want to acknowledge a few of our board members who are here this evening. Past President Wes Smith, View Newspaper Group. Lori is snagging up on that one. So Wes is here. Wes, where are you? There's Wes. And our immediate past president at the same table, Lori Curtis. Secretary of the Board of Directors, Janet Engelman. And our new newest director, Casey Collins. So I want to thank them for all being here and their support. So, every year, and this will be my 13th year, every year, I'm always amazed at the nominations that we receive and how great these people are and everything that they do. And the thing that I hear from all of them, every single one of them, and then on a couple of occasions over 13 years, we've actually had a couple of people that said, well, I don't do it for the recognition and really didn't want to accept the nomination. I get that, I understand that. But the thing that I always hear most commonly is people are about how blessed they are and that they want to share their blessings with other people. They see a need and they get out there and they do something about it. They just do it because it's in their heart. It's about compassion, the compassion that they have for other people and their fellow man. I always have, there's always key things that people say about these individuals to describe them, like humanitarian, kind, compassionate, they're humble. Personal qualities that when you think about it, if you watch the news daily or weekly or once a month, but however much of that you can take anymore these days, you don't hear a lot of those kinds of terms very much, and those things seem to be rapidly fading from our society and from the world at large. But when we have the opportunity to meet these really exceptional people like our nominees tonight, it really can restore your hope and it can restore your faith in humanity. It reminds us that these qualities still do exist in people, and hopefully that will inspire all of us to do a little bit better and to do a little bit more, to step out and to reach out and to give more when we have the opportunity to do so. But in order to do that, we all have these life blinders on. Life blinders are, gotta get to work, got 15 meetings, so gotta get the kids to practice, gotta get to the grocery store, gotta pay the bills, got the doctor's appointments, and we just get so caught. And so we tend, I think, as human beings to just look straight ahead all the time because that's where we're going all the time, to the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And sometimes we get sidetracked and we forget that if we take those blinders off, like our nominees, I believe, have, we see the full scope of our vision, not just our life, but the life that's going on around us. And we look at those things, and as these people do, and go, wow, there's somebody less fortunate than me over here, or there's somebody who could use my talent, my skill, my compassion, my time over here, for whether it's a huge organization, or whether you are the founder of the organization, or whether you're just rolling up your sleeves and saying, what do you need me to do? Whatever it is, I'll do it. So when we take those blinders off, sometimes we can see beyond that to-do list that we always have, and it redirects our focus, hopefully, at times. We see a bigger picture. We see those things that our nominees have done, and maybe we get inspired to do entirely new things because they've taken their blinders off. And you know, geez, maybe my favorite show on Tuesday night or Wednesday night, man, I really just want to go home because the weather's cold and it's really rotten out, and I just want to get in my PJs, and I don't want to move the rest of the night. I don't want to go out this weekend because it's too cold and it's snowing, it's raining, and it's really crummy out. But these people don't care. They're still going to get out there. It doesn't matter what the weather is. It doesn't matter if they're missing their favorite TV show. And a lot of them are missing time with their families. And I have to say right now, too, I want to make sure that I don't forget to thank the families. I want to thank all of your parents, because your parents are making a huge sacrifice to help you get where you have gotten and where you will continue to go. And I want to thank all the spouses of our nominees and their kids, because when these people are out working those fundraisers, when they're out ringing the bell for Salvation Army in the freezing cold, whether they're working 3 18-hour days at the Lapeer Festival, or whether they're founding a new nonprofit, or they're marching in 3 parades every year, rain or shine, they're taking time away from their families. So not only are they compassionate, towards other people, but their families have to understand and have a level of compassion as well. And we are really, if you think about it, we are so blessed. We have so many amazing organizations in this community to help out wherever is needed, because not everyone is as fortunate as everybody in this room, but thank God we have people who see that, and they're stepping out, and they're making this community a better place to live, a better place to work, a better place for us to raise our children and to have our families, a better place for us to start a business, or a better place for us to be able to retire, because it's a community that's strong. All of these people are part of an amazing tapestry that makes Lapeer County a really wonderful, wonderful place to live. Think about, we all have friends, family, neighbors, perhaps coworkers, who we know have run into hard times, and they've needed a little extra help here and there. And if we didn't have some of the wonderful organizations, the amazing people that we do in this community, where would they go for help? There's always a helping hand somewhere to be found in this community. And I hope that everyone here really appreciates when they hear about the things that these amazing people do. And we get so many letters, and we comb through them. I read every single letter. So what you're going to hear about these individuals tonight may not be as in-depth as what they really do, and it might be something as simple like, they organized a blood drive, or they, like I said, ring the bell for the Salvation Army every year to raise funds for this or that. That's kind of like the end result. That's the end part of the process. But for a lot of these people, the things that they do, it's months, it's days, it's weeks of planning, it's hours of work and time that they commit to a lot of the things that they do in our community. So, but if, we could be here for a couple of days if we went really in depth, but I don't think you guys want to be here for a couple of days. So we're going to give you a break, and we're going to kind of encapsulate things. So, again, I want to thank all the nominees, the adults and the students as well. So at this time, I would like to invite Mayor Sprague to come up here to the podium, and he is going to introduce the adult nominees for the 2019 Citizen of the Year Award. Mr. Mayor.
And let's have a big round of applause for Nina and everybody who put this together here. every year I'm amazed at how much work goes into putting this thing together, and it just seems like it comes off flawlessly every year. So, and I always say, hey, I have the easiest job in the world. This job as the mayor of Lapeer, other than people coming up and telling you, every person that comes up to you tells you what a great job you're doing. Right, Wes? Sound off, they'll tell you. Everyone's that way. Thank God for Monty Python and Frank Zappa in my life. It keeps me sane. It gets me back. So, but I have the easiest job because of, you just look around this room and see all the people that contribute, and just, you don't have to ask more than once when you need help to do something. And if it was left up to just the city commission and the city staff or the surrounding area, we could never get done what gets accomplished here every year. We live in a great community. We have great kids, and it's almost scary. 12 years we've been doing this. These kids that we're talking about were in preschool or kindergarten when we started this.
Yes, they were. That's a good point. Now I feel really old.
Just wanted to help you out a little bit. So, and then she tells me I always got to stick to the script, so I'll get back on the script right now, but thank you so much to everybody who puts this together. I have the privilege of introducing 9 extraordinary adult nominees for the 2019 Citizen of the Year Award. May I introduce each one of you, and would you please stand to be recognized? The nominees for the female 2019 Citizen of the Year Award are Regina Starr. This is Regina's second nomination. Regina is the founder and the president of Forever Friends Network and Autism Resource Center. Regina has been an advocate for autism awareness in Lapeer County for 11 years. At Forever Friends, families find emotional support 24/7 workshops on a daily living skills, parent support groups, community advocacy, and autism socials that encourage interaction, team building, and social skills development. She is the secretary at the Great Start Collaborative of Lapeer County, a unique mixture of dedicated individuals working to improve early childhood systems by identifying health, social, emotional, or learning problems for students with autism spectrum disorder. She is a member of the Regional Collaborative Network under a START grant she helped Lapeer Community Schools secure through Grand Valley State University. She is the secretary for the Parent Advisory Committee through Lapeer Community Schools and a volunteer for the ISD Center-based program. She speaks on autism awareness at many local agencies and groups in Lapeer County that have included 911 dispatch, the City of Lapeer, Almont Fire and Rescue, Lapeer County EMS, Lapeer County Sheriff Department, and the Department of Health and Human Services, the Certified Emergency Response Team, Lapeer Rotary, and the Optimist Club of Lapeer. She's a volunteer at Special Olympics. She was recently appointed as a board member with the Lapeer Community Mental Health as a voice for autism awareness and services. She has advocated for support in Lansing on issues regarding autism and mental health. She organizes numerous fundraising events on her own all year in order to raise money to help the Resource Center fund it. She also gives a personal time to support other organizations. You can see her selling cider on the street, and hopefully that's for an organization. Right? To help raise funds for the Kiwanis Club, and assisting families in need during Christmas season through the Holiday Depot. A quote about Regina. Regina is a passionate and caring individual. She is a dynamo for autism awareness, education, advocacy, and support, and still finds time to help other organizations in their efforts to support local families. Ladies and gentlemen, Regina Starr. Our next nominee is Linda Hamilton. Linda is a volunteer for the Refuge Homeless Shelter and Warming Center. She donates clothing and blankets to clients at the shelter that she pays for out of her own pocket. She has been heavily involved with the Lapeer County 50th Vietnam Commemorative Committee for the past 3 years and secured grant monies for the Welcome Home Honorary Dinner for Vietnam veterans. She is a registered nurse and provides health exams to residents at the Refuge Homeless Shelter and Warming Center. Linda creates and participates in fundraisers for the refuge. She volunteers at the First Presbyterian Church of Lapeer's soup kitchen, cooking, cleaning, and serving and greeting clients. She visits homebound residents of Lapeer to provide comfort, companionship, and medical advice. She also visits residents of various assisted living facilities throughout Lapeer County, as well as the local hospital. Linda is the faith nurse for her church through the health ministry. A quote about Linda. Linda stands out as one of the greatest examples of Christian servant leadership. Her passion for caring for the needy is infectious and inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, Linda Hamilton. Next nominee is Debbie Marquardt. Debbie began with Holiday Depot in 2006 as a volunteer and stepped up to take over as director in 2014. She was instrumental in obtaining tax-exempt status for the Holiday Depot in 2010. Under her leadership, the Holiday Depot has become the largest organization in Lapeer County, providing help to those in need during the Christmas season. Holiday Depot serves over 400 families in need in each year, providing gifts, clothing, personal items, and holiday meals. She's a member of the Suncrest Auxiliary Board, a group that raises funds to support the residents of the Lapeer Medical Care Facility. She was the past board member of the Lapeer Center for 13 years. She's a member of the Emergency Needs Coalition, City of Lapeer Parks and Recreation Board, City of Lapeer Cemetery Board, she was dying to get on that one, and the Fraternal Order of Eagles. Debbie also volunteers at the Family Literacy Center. Debbie was instrumental in organizing the annual Walk for Warmth, raising a record-breaking funding and sponsorship to help families financially with assist in paying for heating bills. She's also put up with me for about 20 years on City Commission, but we won't go there. A quote about Debbie. Debbie's an ambassador of goodwill and giving in the truest sense of the word. She's always ready, willing to help anyone in any way she can. Ladies and gentlemen, Debbie Marquardt. Our next nominee is Denise Becker. Denise is the manager for the historic Farmers Market of Lapeer, for which she has been involved since 1997 and started out there as a vendor. She brought the Snap Bridge Card Program, the Double Up Food Bucks, WIC Project Fresh, the Senior Project Fresh, and the new Children's Power of Produce programs to the market. She's been a member of the Lapeer Community School Board since 2005. She's also been a member of the Courthouse Committee for 20 plus years, helping to raise funds for much needed repairs for that historic building. Denise is a member of the Downtown Development Authority Promotions Committee and Main Street Committee. She's a member of the Healthy Living Board for Lapeer County, a group of organizations working together to provide education and resources for healthy lifestyles to residents of the county of Lapeer. Denise donates her time in Elba Township during elections also. A quote about Denise. Denise loves people and works hard to improve the community. She always tries to lift spirits of those around her. Ladies and gentlemen, Denise Becker. Next nominee is Emily Barber. Emily is a member of the board of the Kiwanis of Lapeer for many years and also served as president in 2014 and 15. The Kiwanis Club supports the needs of children in our community. She volunteers her time and talent at Kiwanis Capers in many capacities, including singing at the show. She also sells cider on the annual cider sales, come rain or come shine. Emily also volunteers for the annual Kiwanis String Golf Outing, an annual Kiwanis Kids Christmas Party, an event for children in stressful family situations. She is currently a board member of the United Way of Lapeer County, a member of their Resource Development Committee also. She assists in planning and execution of the annual Fun Run Walk funds. From this event, they are allocated to support Lapeer County-based nonprofit organizations. Emily is also a board member of LACADA, Lapeer Area Citizens Against Domestic Violence, which she provides shelter, home, clothing for victims of domestic violence. She also assists with the annual Taste of Lapeer fundraising event. Emily has been a volunteer for the Lapeer Days Festival for many years, and 2 years ago accepted the position of vendor booth co-chair of the Lapeer Days Festival Committee. She volunteers each year at Lost in the Woods Music Festival, which raises funds for music education for local youth, and she's a member of the music duo Untamed Beauty. They volunteer their talent performing at various nonprofit fundraisers throughout Lapeer County. A quote about Emily. Emily's focus is to improve Lapeer as an example of the impact one devoted person can achieve. Ladies and gentlemen, Emily Barber. Ladies, thank you for all your years of volunteer service, your compassion for others, and your commitment to Lapeer. I would like to invite Betsy Felton. See, that's how that came out. Recipient of the 2018 Female Citizen of the Year Award to come up and assist me in this presentation. Betsy?
Thank everybody. Most importantly, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you have to thank the chamber in your acceptance speech, because I forgot last year and I forgot my family too. So thank you so much to the chamber and also to our families that really do sacrifice us going into being part of the Sustain Group. It's such an honor to serve the Lapeer community as Citizen of the Year, but even more honored to be able to give it to one of you all. So good luck.
Okay, drum roll, please. As mayor of the city of Lapeer, along with our esteemed 2018 award recipient, Betsy Felton, it is our honor to announce the 2019 Female Citizen of the Year Award goes to Regina Starr.
I'm so incredibly honored. And the reason that I do this is for my son. I have a son who's 20 with autism. And he is the reason I am who I am and why I want to give back. It is so important for me. I don't like to boast about myself, but he is the light of my life. And I just want him to be able to walk down the street when he's an adult and be accepted as an individual, as a person. And that is why I do what I do, and you know, she said to thank the chamber, so thank you, chamber. But I have such an incredible family. I lost my dad a year ago, and I wish she was here with me. But I have my mother, who is my #1 supporter, and my sweetheart Michael, who sacrifices so much. I don't do this for the recognition, I do this for my son, and every day I leave the house, and he'll say, going to Forever Friends again, you're talking about autism, and I tell him every time I leave. The reason I do what I do is for my boy, because I love him, and he is my heart. So thank you very much. I'm sorry I'm emotional, because I don't like to be recognized.
We have special congressional recognitions to present. Ed Smith on behalf of Congressman Mitchell, and Matthew Berline for Senator Kevin Daley's office. Come on up, gentlemen. You can make your presentations.
I was really nervous.
The bar is still open, Regina.
Oh, I'm gonna need some, I don't drink anymore. I'm thinking about that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. I'm Ed Smith from Congressman Paul Mitchell's office, and I represent the thumb of Michigan, and especially Lapeer County. I've been to this rewards several times, and last year the Congressman came down those steps without me knowing that, but I definitely know he's in Washington, D.C. right now. On behalf of Congressman Mitchell, we have a special congressional recognition for the 2019 Lapeer Chamber Citizen of the Year Award, Regina Starr, for absolutely outstanding and valuable service to the community. Congratulations. Heartfelt thanks.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Senator Daley and Representative Powell, this tribute from the state of Michigan for your service and your dedication to your community. I know Kevin isn't going to walk down the stairs. He's on his way to Florida, so he won't be mad at me.
Thank you so much. If I just may say one more thing, I'll hurry. All I can tell you is a mother with a special needs child, just remember when you see someone out in the community and they might be acting a little different, just remember, you know, that maybe they got some issues or I just wish everybody would be kind and accept everyone just the way they are, because it's really important to not ever judge somebody unless you know about them. So thank you.
Just one more time, let's have a big round of applause for all those singing and nominees. What a great job. And now for the men. The nominees for the 2019 Male Citizen of the Year Award are, excuse me, a lot of words this year.
Hey, I told you we get a lot of letters.
There you go. First one, Peter McCready. Pete is a founding and very active member of the Lapeer chapter of the Flint River Watershed Coalition, dedicated to the preservation of the river in Lapeer County. Each year, Pete organizes the Flint River Cleanup in Lapeer. Recreational use of the river for canoeing and kayaking is becoming more and more popular due to his cleanup efforts. He was instrumental in assisting the Lapeer Family Court Juvenile Division in 2010 to involve troubled youth in the Flint River Cleanup Program. In the program, they also learn about the history of Lapeer and the importance of the river to our community. He donates canoes to youth to have a day of enjoyment on the river. He was instrumental in securing the funds and support for the installation of the new boat and canoe launch in Rotary Park, bringing the necessary entities in the community together to support the project. He is currently spearheading the installation of a new launch at the Saginaw Street Bridge. Peter was the lead on planning committee for Wild Lapeer, a free community event that introduces and educates children and adults to wildlife, and provided hands-on activities, workshops, and presentation. The event ran for 10 years. He organizes educational activities and the maintenance of 3 Lapeer County sanctuary properties owned by the Lapeer Conservancy in Hadley Township, Marathon Township, and Dryden Township. His latest passion is to develop walking trails in addition to biking trails at the former Oakdale property. He has spent countless hours recruiting volunteers, cleaning the property, and maintaining the bike trails. A quote about Peter. Peter is an organized leader working hard to preserve our land and natural resources and keeping our environment healthy, and always improving it for better quality of life for future generations. And one more thing you might not know about Pete. Pete taught me that woodchuck is a good food. Right, Pete? Ladies and gentlemen, Peter McCready. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife, Debbie. Thought it was vodka first. Our next nominee is Joseph Joe Morey. Joe is a board member of the nonprofit Leader Fund, which provides financial support for programs related to academics, athletics, and performing arts. Joe has been instrumental in developing a number of successful fundraising programs. He is also on the Tax Incremental Finance Authority Board, TIFA, for Lapeer, a critical funding tool used by the DDA throughout the state. He is the president of the Lapeer Optimist Club, where he has been a member since 2012. Joe is actively involved in assisting at fundraising events hosted by the Optimist Club. As a local business owner, he is generous and willing sponsor and supporter of many nonprofit organizations, donating signage, banners, and printed material to promote their fundraising efforts, and in many cases, volunteering at those events he prints all that up for. He's also been a volunteer coach for Elba Baseball, Chatfield School Baseball, and also founded Chatfield's Dolphin basketball team. He also volunteers in the classroom and at school field events, and provides transportation for those events. He's a volunteer member of the Lapeer County Ed Tech Center Marketing and Entrepreneurship Advisory Committee, boy, that's a mouthful, offering guidance to students on running a business, marketing and promotions, and graphic design. Joe has been a member of the Lapeer Area Elks Lodge, where he volunteers at their fundraising events, like the Elks Golf Outing, to benefit local veterans. A quote about Joe. Joe's an amazing family man, businessman, and selfless community steward. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Morey. Glenn Ream. This is Glenn's third nomination. Glenn is a lifetime member of the Lapeer American Legion, servicing and working with local veterans, and is an advocate on behalf of the Veterans Administration. He is also the Vice Chair of the Lapeer County Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 287 of Lapeer, and a member of and chaplain of the VFW of Lapeer. He's a trustee on the board of the esteemed team of Lapeer County, a group of students who raise money earmarked for veterans' needs and the Veterans Appreciation Dinner. He's an advisor to students in the development of that group. He traveled with the esteemed team students to the Grand Rapids Veterans Hospital to present Vietnam veterans with their 50th anniversary commemorative pins. Glenn organizes the annual Memorial Day Parade and Memorial Day service in downtown Lapeer. He also spearheads memorial dedications and the wreath laying on veterans' graves on Memorial Day. Glenn coordinates the military color guard and military veterans presence for the Lapeer Days Parade and the annual Christmas Parade. Glenn was instrumental in bringing the moving wall, a replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall, to Lapeer County 2 years ago, and also in 2007, along with the Quilt of Tears display. He served as chairman on the Lapeer County 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War Committee for 4 years. Glenn is a volunteer for the VVA, the Lapeer VFW, where he is also the chaplain, and the Chamber of Commerce throughout the year. He organizes the annual Veterans Day ceremony in Veterans Park annually. Glenn supports other organizations in the communities that provide food, gifts, and local families during the holidays. Glenn participated in the planning and ceremony for the Hometown Heroes banner program in downtown Lapeer. Glenn was instrumental in the creation and placement of the War on Terror Memorial in Veterans Park to honor Lapeer County lives lost in the War on Terror. Also, just a quick little story about Glenn. The day after we had last Memorial Day, we had an event at Ray C's, and I spoke at Ray C's. The very next day, I decided to get stupid around the house and fell down at the pool and broke my leg. So on Sunday, I tried to get a hold of Glenn all day, calling different people to get his number to say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it. Finally, I got a hold of Glenn. Glenn's comment to me was, what, I can carry you. A quote about Glenn. Glenn is a quiet man who's dedicated over 20 years to helping veterans in our county. He also goes out of his way to support the efforts of other organizations in Lapeer County in any way he can. Ladies and gentlemen, Glenn Ring. Last but not least, our last male nominee, Gary Burns. Gary began providing free music instruction to kids in 2004. He started with 8 students. That number is currently at 70 that he is teaching. Since 2004, Gary has taught free of charge approximately 400 local students in guitar, both lead and bass, vocals and drums. He started with one group, now he runs 3 student rock bands, 3rd degree burns, 2nd degree burns, and 1st degree burns. Now under the nonprofit Young Musicians Community. These students perform 18 to 25 free concerts throughout the year, many to support nonprofit organizations. Gary transports all the equipment and helps with the setup. Gary does all the fundraising for the organization in order to help to be able to continue to offer lessons to the kids at no charge. They rely on his fundraising efforts and donations of support. Gary instills a pay-it-forward belief system to his students and emphasizes the teamwork among them regardless of their social status. Gary works with the students to build confidence and self-esteem through their love of music and their individual talent. Gary works a full-time job and still finds time to work with the 3 student musicians groups and organize fundraising programs and work through their many concerts throughout the year and recruit volunteer instructors. A quote about Gary: "Thanks to Gary, we, the students, have finally found a place where we belong. It's absolutely amazing to see and to be part of what Gary has and continues to build in these students." Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Burns. At this time, I'd like to invite last year's winner of Male Citizen of the Year Award, Wes Smith, to come up and say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor Smag. I just want to thank Nita and the Chamber Ambassadors for the dual honor and privilege of having been able to serve as a Citizen of the Year and to assist in bestowing that award on the 2019 winner. Thank you.
Drum roll again, please. Here we go. As mayor of the city of Lapeer, along with our esteemed 2018 award recipient, it is our honor to introduce the 2019 Male Citizen of the Year Award winner, Glenn Reed.
Just to verify their 12-year thing, I had already done about 7 years when both of these people came on board, both David and the mayor. And yes, the mayor's pool did attack him last year. And so this year, I'm going to try to find a fencing company that will round his pool with concertina wire so he can't do anything until after Memorial Day. I really appreciate this award because last year I was sitting next to this man that was a recipient of it, and it was kind of comical. As we're sitting right back here, and he's sitting off to the side of me, and when his name was announced, his eyes got about this big around. And then he sat straight up in the chair, and I'm like, oh, I'm hoping he's not going to have a heart attack. That'd be some serious problems. But just, like I said, I did meet Nita back in 2007 when we brought the moving wall into Lapeer. Back then, if you all remember, the economy was not in a real good shape. However, she was able to bring in extra funds to help us do this. And she has been part of many of the things that I have been involved in over the years, like Veterans Day. She's come and helped the 50th Commemorative Committee, which is still up and running, and I'm still chairman. We've worked together for 12 years, and you know, one thing about being a member of the chamber, don't make it a one-way street. You know, yes, you pay some dues, and there's times that they do need people to step up and volunteer. So please, I've already got some of the things that the chamber has going on in my calendar for this year to help out whenever I can. So, and one last thing, a lot of these, what went on, all the pictures in the paper, I really want to thank Wes and his staff at the Beaver Newspaper Group for all the coverage that they have given for the veterans and the different things that we've had going on in Lapeer County this past year. So thank you, Nita. Thank you all the members of the chamber. And my last quote will be a young gal that interviewed me a long time ago. The words I finished up with, Lord willing, I'll keep on doing. So far, so good. Thank you.
Could we have the congressional representatives up here, please?
Congratulations, Glenn. We have a congressional certificate also for you from Congressman Paul Mitchell, member of the unassisted Congress. Just like to thank you for your service in Vietnam and everything that you've done for the Vietnam veterans. And our Veterans Esteem Team, the leaders are right over there at the table, voting and participating, and look forward to that again. So in recognition of the 2019 Lapeer Chamber Citizen of the Year for your absolutely outstanding and valuable service to this community, and like you mentioned, leave no man behind you if he's the mayor. Thank you.
On behalf of Senator Daly and Representative Howell from the legislature, we thank you for your service to the community and set a fine example for all of the youth citizens that are going to have to come up here and do this. Thank you.
Admit this or not, but both of these signatures, I've known both of these men quite a long time too. So thank you.
Don't run away. Regina, if you could come up here real quick. And Nita? Regina, come on up here. Now, Nita's got a presentation.
Both amazing people. Glenn Stur's my buddy. He's kind of my other partner in crime. We do parades. We do a lot of parades and things together, don't we? A lot of charitable gaming events. So, and as a result of that, on behalf of the board of directors, this is the first year that we have been able to offer to each of our adult nominees. A few years ago, we, when we started the student scholarships, we did a $500 donation to the charity of choice or organization of choice for each of our adult recipients. But this year, because we've had such great support and so many wonderful volunteers help us at our charitable gaming events, that in that fund we now are able to provide each of these adult recipients with a letter of confirmation for a $1,000 donation to the nonprofit organization of their choice. Now don't go away. We have another special little presentation thing here. Linda, you want to bring that up there? So you're all going to join me in singing Happy Birthday to Glenn. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Glenn. Happy birthday to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time to our male and female adult recipient award winners this year. And Anita, it's time for you to go to work for the kids. I'll be over here watching.
Like I said, the bar is still open. Not for you guys, but for them. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. 8 years ago, we presented the very first Citizen of the Year Youth Award and a $1,000 scholarship to two really extreme, exemplary young people. And since that time, we have continued to witness an impressive representation of some of Lapeer County's finest young adults, and that would be you. So every year, when I read through each letter of support, to say that I'm always impressed is really a bit of an understatement, but what I'm really most impressed about are the statements about your character at such a young age. Typically, I see and I read things and phrases, words like ambitious, compassionate, and many more things. Honest, willing to serve, that kind of thing. These traits, basically, these are the cornerstone of who you are as individuals, and an important part of what you will all take out into the world. Because so far your world has kind of existed here in Lapeer. And when you go out into the world, it's going to be a very, 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 very big place. A cornerstone, literally speaking, is a stone at the corner of a building, but figuratively, a cornerstone also means essential element, an important quality or feature on which a particular thing depends or is based. So I want to stop here for a minute. Mom and Dad, you are at the heart of their cornerstone because you've known them longer than any of the rest of us have. You should be very proud of the amazing individuals that you have raised. So I would like to have all of the parents of these young people stand and give those parents a round of applause. Parents, would you stand? Good job. Your success in life, all of you, and you may think this is humorous, but life's going to get real serious when you graduate and go out into the world. But I think all of you have a good foundation set up and are prepared to do that. You've all begun to lay a strong, solid academic foundation for your life, but I want to talk a little about those essential elements I mentioned a minute ago, about that foundation. Because I hope the cornerstone and the foundation and your essential elements continue to be honesty, things like integrity, always willing to serve and always willing to lend a hand, and humility and kindness and compassion. Many of the qualities that you were nominated for this year, because this award is not about academics, this is about who you are as people and as individuals and who you are going to continue to become as you go out into the world. Throughout your life, in the next few years, you're going to have to balance the challenges of higher education, career choices. You're going to have new friends, new life experiences, new peer pressures, and new social pressures. And it's a really big, challenging world out there. So there are going to be a lot of things, challenges you can't even begin to anticipate. But the essential elements of who you are as a person will just be just as important in many ways, and more important in your life at times than your academic achievements. You can reach the loftiest of goals in your life, but if you look back one day and you have forsaken those elements of being honest and having integrity and being kind and looking beyond yourself and reaching out into the world and doing good things where you know you have the resources to do them, then you will be very disappointed in yourself one day. Don't let the world and its challenges compromise your foundation as you move forward in your life, because if your foundation becomes weak, if your foundation, and that means who you are, all of these things we've talked about, because you can make lots of money, you can have the best career, you can have fame and fortune, but if you don't maintain who you are in life, it will become very tragic. Sometimes with that foundation, if you let it get weak and you let it crumble, the best you can ever do to hope to do is to patch it, but it will never be the same. It will never be as strong, so don't ever sacrifice it. You have wonderful academic skills and you've created a very solid foundation for yourself academically, but what I'm seeing and hearing about all of you is you also, with the thanks and the due to your parents and teachers who have inspired you, counselors who have inspired you. Maybe it's been a pastor, maybe it's been a youth leader of some sort at your church or in some other organization. They've also instilled all these qualities. I'm talking about those things that really make you strong. And you guys will go out and I'm sure you'll do great things. You'll do wonderful things in the world. So hang on to those things. Enjoy your life. You've got amazing challenges and things ahead of you. Lots of wonderful things to discover. So I'm talking about those qualities. Hang on to them because they're important. And one of the most important things is don't ever forget to thank God every day for everything He has blessed you with. He's blessed you with wonderful parents. He's blessed you with great teachers. He's blessed you with a lot of people in your lives who have supported you, who have inspired you, have helped you create the path that you're on right now. So be sure that you thank Him every day. Turn to Him always for guidance. Listen when He speaks, because He will always be a strong cornerstone for you throughout your entire life. So get out there in the world. We're anxious to see what you do. We hope that you come back someday as the adult recipients for this award. That would be a great thing because that would be a first for us. So congratulations on your award. And I'm going to have Doug Lindsay come up and he's going to start introducing the students.
Thank you, Nita. Before beginning with the script that has been prepared this evening, I do want to take a minute and just thank Nita and all the members of the Chamber of Commerce for continuing to recognize our students. I think I can speak for Shad and myself and our other co-workers here that we have some pretty good students that we're very fortunate to have in our building and be a part of our lives. And this honor and recognition and scholarship program the Chamber's done is an outstanding a way to recognize them. And I'm fortunate that this is my 6th year to be a part of this program in recognizing our students. I'd like to begin with the female nominees for the 2019 Citizen of the Year Youth Award and Scholarship with Lapeer High School senior Jordan Blaine. Jordan volunteers at St. Paul Lutheran Church in the soup kitchens, serving food and helping with cleanup. She is also a volunteer for the Little Kickers soccer program. Jordan volunteers for a free senior citizen Christmas program, serving food, setting up, and providing entertainment for senior guests, singing and playing the piano. She also recruits her friends to help with the event. Through Omni Club, organization to the schools, Jordan has helped run a local blood drive. She is a member of the Grow to Glow, a support group for female students in grades 6 and 7 to help build self-esteem, confidence, and encourage making good choices. She is a member of the Peer Resistance Group, which encourages younger students to resist negative peer pressure and make good choices. She has also volunteered for the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign during the holiday season and shopped for gifts for the underprivileged children in Lapeer. Jordan is a member of the National Honor Society, a peer tutor, and is ranked 7th in her class with a GPA of 4.28. A quote about Jordan. Jordan is destined to become a successful, caring, and sharing person who will be a valuable asset to her community. Congratulations, Jordan, on your nomination. Our next female nominee is Lapeer High School senior Juliet Woodcomb. Juliet serves as a Lightning Ambassador. She's a senior leader for the Grow to Glow mentoring group. She has volunteered for the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign and for blood drives through Michigan Blood, along with supporting the annual Fantasy Forest event through the Key Club. Juliet is a member of National Honor Society, Omni Council, and Pep Club, and is the president of the school's chapter of the Key Club. Juliet supported Paradise Animal Rescue by getting Key Club members to help make toys for the dogs at the shelter. She carries a 4.37 GPA is taking 3 honors classes and has been recognized as an AP Scholar of Distinction. A quote about Juliet. Juliet is quite possibly the most committed and dedicated student that I have met in my 13 years of teaching. Congratulations on your nomination. Our next nominee is Lapeer High School senior Paige Mears. Paige has volunteered at the Stone Soup Food Pantry. She also spent time working with Project Homeless Connect and for the American Red Cross Blood Drive. She is a member of the Youth Advisory Committee and has participated in school supply backpack programs and shopping at Christmas for families in need in Lapeer. Paige has also volunteered at the St. Paul Lutheran Church Soup Kitchen. She is president of the class council, ranked number 2 in her class with a 4.27 GPA, and a member of the National Honor Society. In the past, Paige taught catechism to 2nd graders at Bishop Catholic School as well. A quote about Paige. Paige is a young lady who carries herself with class and dignity. She possesses altruism and a genuine desire to help others. Congratulations, Paige. Our 4th female nominee this evening is Lapeer High School senior Aurora Stephen. Aurora helped organize the Young Democrats Club at Lapeer High School. She frequently donates blood at Red Cross blood drives. She is a student council co-president this year and was also student council president in her junior year. She respectfully organized a student walkout to protest and bring attention to school shootings and the importance of safety and prevention. She is an asset to the Angel Closet, an effort to provide everything from clothing to prom dresses to hygiene products for students in need at the school. A quote about Aurora. She is a young woman who faces adversity and challenges head-on, who embraces diversity and engages with people around her in a positive and open manner. Congratulations, Aurora, on your nomination. Our next nominee is Lapeer High School junior Amina Daba. Amina is pursuing a career in the medical field, and she volunteers regularly at Hurley Medical Center in their walk-in clinic and the mother and baby unit. She is a volunteer during the summer at the local library where she tutors 1st through 4th graders in reading and also helps with the annual book sale fundraiser. Amina is a member of Grow to Glow, a mentor group for girls in grades 6 and 7. She is a member and currently president of the Michigan Future Problem Solvers Club. Amina is a peer mentor for members of the LHS Marching Band. She is a member of the National Honor Society and Health Occupations Students of America group. She holds a 4.0 GPA and is ranked 14th in her class. A quote about Amina. Amina is a role model to both peers and students. In a time when many teenage girls are self-absorbed, she demonstrates responsibility, citizenship, and integrity. Congratulations, Amina, on your nomination. Our next nominee is Lapeer High School senior Brooklyn George. Brooklyn is a volunteer at Hurley Medical Center. She volunteers at Stone Soup Food Pantry, packing food. She has participated in Walk for Warmth, the Salvation Army bell ringing program during the holidays, and Red Cross blood drives, and Project Homeless. Through the Key Club Neighbors Helping Neighbors program, she packs and delivers meals for those in need in Lapeer. She has also volunteered at the annual Fantasy Forest event and several fundraising events through our local Applebee's restaurant. Brooklyn is a member of the Grow to Glow Mentor program, helping students with self-esteem issues and with peer pressure issues. She is a peer mentor working with 10th and 11th grade students to help them improve their SAT scores. She is a member of LINKS, a mentoring program for students with autism spectrum disorder. She is a member of the 4-H and a volunteer at many of their fundraising and community events. Brooklyn is a member of Student Council, Class Council, Key Club, Omni Council, and Lapeer Ambassadors. She carries a 4.05 GPA while having taken 7 AP classes and 3 dual enrollment classes, and is a member of the track team. A quote about Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a wonderful, intelligent, kind, and extremely positive young woman with a strong character, compassion, and patience. Congratulations, Brooklyn. Our final female nominee this evening is Lapeer High School senior Gabrielle Nelson. This is her second nomination. Gabrielle mentors elementary and middle school students in science, technology, engineering, and math programs. In 2018, she was the recipient of the Dean's List Award, recognizing her as a future leader in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and beyond. She has taught coding classes at Kettering University for the past 4 years to middle school and high school robotics teams. She volunteered for the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign during the holidays. Gabrielle has also taken on fundraising activities, research projects, and presentation programs with her robotics teams. She has been a lead programmer, drive coach, and CAD mentor for 5 different robotics teams. She has also been on the varsity tennis team for 4 years, serving as a captain on both the girls team and this past fall on the boys team as well, and maintained a 4.012 GPA. A quote about Gabrielle. Gabrielle does all of this with grace and integrity. Her positivity under pressure demonstrates a maturity not often seen amongst her peers. Congratulations, Gabrielle, on your nomination. At this time, I'd like to welcome Mr. Spilsky, co-principal at the high school, to join me as we have the honor of presenting the 2019 Female Citizen of the Year Award for the youth. It is our honor to be able to present the 2019 Female Citizen of the Year Youth Award and Scholarship to a very deserving young lady. This year's female recipient of the award and scholarship is Brooklyn George.
for supporting me and everything, my peers for recognizing me, and Julie P. Core for nominating me. And this is really awesome, so thank you so much.
If at this time Mr. Smith and Mr. Birdline would please join us. They have a few recognitions for Brooklyn as well.
Thank you, Doug, for the presentation. This is a tribute to the school administration and the faculty, and nothing to take against all the nominees are all excellent students. We've always said that the busiest people are the best students. As you can tell by everybody with over 5 or 6.0 grade point average. On behalf of Congressman Mitchell, it's a certificate of special professional recognition for your outstanding involvement in the community and available support to the community. Congratulations.
On behalf of Senator Daley and Representative Howell, this tribute from the state for your outstanding citizenship and your work at the school. Congratulations.
Now the male nominees for the 2019 Citizen of the Year Youth Award. Our first male student is Lapeer High School senior Porter James Hughes. Porter is running a student group or program for students enrolled in the AP Government Politics class. He has also developed a Quizlet guide for students to use AP Government class and is currently developing one of the current event students. He has assisted in planning and management of both community and school blood drives for the American Red Cross. Porter earned the rank of Eagle Scouts in 2018 and managed the planning and construction of garden beds in the Golden Arrow Drop-In Center for the Homeless. He's also served as staff at the annual handicapable scouting camp out for Boy Scouts with disabilities. He's participated in the Scouting for Foods to help feed local families in need. Porter is a volunteer for Toys for Tot and volunteers for the Salvation Army bell ringing campaign during the holidays. Through his church, he has volunteered in the Christmas shoebox donation drive, filling shoes boxes with small gifts and hygiene products. He's co-founder of Lapeer County Young Democrats. He attended the American Legion Michigan Boys State Conference as an Eagle Scout, and he's a member of the National Honor Society and co-chair for the Omni Council. Quote about Porter. Porter is a kind, courteous, and intelligent young man who has a clear sense of direction. Congratulations, Porter, on your nomination. Our next nomination is Lapeer High School senior Marley Warren. Marley is in the process of organizing a meal packing event for soup kitchens in Lapeer and is working with multiple organizations in Lapeer County, including fundraising for the effort. He's working on a fundraising through Key Club to raise awareness and money for neonatal tetanus vaccines for newborn babies through UNICEF. He's also participated in a meal packing event for Feed My Starving Children through the Key Club, of which he is vice president. He is a peer tutor for AP U.S. Government and Politics for students. Marley is also vice president of the National Honor Society. He is instrumental in guiding other students in forming study groups and hosting tutoring sessions. Marley helps tutor elementary students struggling with literacy. He is ranked 11th in his class with a GPA of 4.19. A quote about Marley. Marley sees a need in the community and tries to find a way to remedy it. He is an energetic leader devoted to service. Congratulations, Marley, on your nomination. Our last nomination is Lapeer High School junior Tom Weir. Tom is heavily involved in the Lapeer Community Schools robotics program. Each team is run like a business, and Tom took it upon himself to develop a business plan for the teams, including developing several fundraising and community outreach events. Through Tom's outreach to the Dean of Engineering Admissions at Lawrence Tech University, scholarship opportunities are available for Lapeer robotics students. He's also a recipient of the Science Student of the Year Award in 2016. Tom was nominated for the prestigious Dean's List Award through his involvement in robotics. Tom has been a group leader at Vacation Bible School and an assistant Sunday school teacher for 4 to 6 year-olds through Lapeer Community Church. Tom volunteers at the annual Robocon robotics event and for many years at the annual Soapbox Derby at Lapeer Days. He's involved in track and cross country and is a LHS marching band field volunteer. A quote about Tom. Tom takes great pride in everything he's involved in and is always willing to learn new ways to help others. Congratulations, Tom, on your nomination. It is our honor and privilege to present the Male Citizen of the Youth Award and Scholarship for 2019. The recipient of this prestigious award is Porter James Hughes.
First of all, I'd just like to thank the Chamber for this honor. It was an honor just to be nominated, and I can't believe I'm sitting up here now. It's awesome. So, I'd also like to thank my counselor, Mrs. Abraham. She nominated me for this award. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my family. They got me where I am today. Without them, I wouldn't be here. So, thank you so much.
Then we will ask Ed Smith and Matt Burling to come up to present their awards.
Thank you very much. Congressman Mitchell is actually on the Education Committee for the nation, and we've hosted some school safety issues right here at Lapeer County Schools and for the whole region. But one thing I would like to say, Eagle Scout, correct? There's only 4% of the youths that get involved with scouting that attain the rank of Eagle in this country. So it's quite an achievement. And on top of that achievement of Eagle Scout, we also have for your Citizen Youth Award from Congressman Mitchell. Congratulations for the outstanding community service and valuable service to the community. Thank you very much.
Again, on behalf of Senator Daley and Representative Howell from the state of Michigan, tribute to your service and your involvement in the community. Thank you. Keep up the good work. All of you are amazing in the things that you're doing. At your age, I was worried with my mom about milk. Keep it up. You'll also play.
I will turn this back over to Nita.
Okay. Good job, you guys. Good job, all of you. And we have certificates for all of you for your recognition, for your nomination, for all the things that you have accomplished. And it has been a lot in a very short period of time. I think I was more worried about if I was going to have a date to the Friday night football game of my senior year. Or the prom. And that was a disaster if you didn't. So, you know. I get exhausted just reading. I don't know how they keep up with all this because you only have 24 hours in the day to do everything that these kids do and that you're involved in. And boy, but you know what? I'm thinking sometimes it's got to be a lot of pressure, but it's going to prepare you because the world's going to put a lot of pressure on you. But you have what it takes or you wouldn't be here. So I would like to present to our female recipient and to our male recipient of the 2019 Student Youth Award and Scholarship this letter of confirmation for your $1,000 scholarship. This will be paid to your college of choice upon presentation to the Chamber of your enrollment and a student ID. It'll be mailed directly to the school and deposited into your account. Let's give them a big hand. I want to thank Doug and Chad for being here. Thank you. Okay, I want to congratulate everyone again, and I want to actually hand out these. I just want to give everybody, present all of the nominees with a certificate of appreciation. So we will do our adults. Pete McCready. Gary Burns. Joe Maury. Joseph Joe. It's supposed to be Joseph Joe. I think everybody knows you as Joe, don't they? Miss Emily Barber. Linda Hamilton. And Debbie Marker. Denise, oh, it's probably in here, Denise. I didn't forget you. I know it's in here. It's just buried somewhere. I want to give everybody another, there it is, I told y'all. And Miss Denise Becker. I want to thank all you guys again for everything that you do for the community. It's a lot. It's a lot. You know, we have busy lives, we have families, businesses, you know, it means a lot to the community. It's important what you do to take the time out to make time for other people and to help improve the quality of their lives. So thank you again. So for our students, Amina Dada, certificate of appreciation for your nomination. Juliet. Aurora. And Marley? Jordan? And Gabrielle. Let's give them all a great big round of applause again. And thank you again to everyone who supports our adults and our students. Thank you, parents, for raising incredible people. Don't forget, when I said I'm speaking about certain qualities that will carry you through the rest of your life, that will allow you to continue to do good things for this world, because this world needs a lot of work. And I think you guys are just the right people to do it and follow in the footsteps of these adults, not just for this community, but wherever you can reach out. So thank you again. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, for coming this evening. We'll be taking some photos, I'm sure, over in this other room, probably, Jeff? Who want to get photos of all the nominees and the recipients of the awards. So I want to thank everybody again and congratulate all of you. Glenn, Regina, I want to congratulate you. Brooklyn, Porter, great job, you guys. I want to be invited to your open houses. Just saying. And then I want to thank again Brad Keast and his staff for this beautiful facility and supporting us with this event. So, because when we used to have this event, it was in the morning and it was at Mott, and we were very limited on seating. So this is wonderful. We're able to, have enough room for more family members and friends to come and celebrate the good people that we're here honoring tonight. So I want to thank everyone again. I know there's lots of congratulations to be shared with everyone. So probably in about maybe 15, 20 minutes, if we could have all of the nominees and the award recipients kind of down toward that end of the room where the food was, so that I'm sure the paper's going to want to get some great photos of all you so you can be recognized in the community. So thank you all again for being here this evening. I hope that you enjoyed it. Have a good evening. Thank you for coming.